All right, well, today we're cooking pastrami, which I think is the ultimate form of brisket. And pastrami essentially is smoked and seasoned corned beef. So we've got some store-bought corned beef that I simmered in water first, and that's an experiment for me. I haven't done it this way before. And then I seasoned it and smoking it, and according to my nifty new smoke thermometer, we're hovering right around 230 for the oven temp, which is just fine with me. And we're at 181 meat temp. Normally I shoot for 203 for brisket, but because I simmered this earlier, I simmered it up to 203 to dissolve collagen and melt collagen. I'm hopeful that it'll still be tender, but I'm not sure. So we're going to find out today. It's just an experiment, and that is looking like pastrami, all right. That's gorgeous. There's your oven probe. Try to keep it an inch or two away from the meat, because the meat can be cold and can influence it. And here's the meat probe in the center one. I'm reading 181 right now. So we're going to take them off. It's not happy that the lid is open. Not happy, so we're just going to hit the volume button. Isn't that easy to do? I love this thing. Oh, now my remote's beeping. Katz Deli in New York is the Katz's Meow. I mean, it's just the best pastrami I know on earth. And I've been trying to imitate it for years. And we've come very, very close. In fact, a lot of people think the recipe that's on the website is as good or better than Katz's. But it has an issue that I've been trying to fix. The final step in the process is steaming. And when you steam pastrami with this wonderful pastrami crust, the steam softens the crust. And I want a crunchy, crisp crust like they have at Katz's. And I haven't been able to quite figure that out, how they manage to keep the crust crunchy even though they steam it, and sometimes I think they may even boil it. So I've been playing with a bunch of procedures. Now this is an experiment. What I did was I took the corned beef and I simmered it yesterday. And I brought it up to 203, which is my magic number, and with the hopes that I could dissolve collagen, and then popped it in the fridge. I took it out, rubbed it up, and smoked it, and took it up to about 190 or so, with the idea that we'd have really unctuous, rich, but I can feel that it's going to be a little dryish. And I'm thinking that instead of simmering it as I did yesterday, my next experiment would be to steam it, because there'd be less constriction, contraction of muscles, and less moisture loss that way. Trying to get the collagen thoroughly dissolved, thoroughly tender, because the flavor is there. It's going to be fabulous flavor. The trick is getting it really tender. And the procedure we're using now works, except for I'm not happy with the crust. So I'm trying to find different ways to sequence the events to get both the flavor and the texture and the crust. We're going to cut against the grain, because this is brisket. And you can see we've got that gorgeous pink color. And I want to cut it really thin so it's tender. And I should break out my meat slicer, but they slice it by hand at Katz's. I'm not quite as good as they are. Oh, it smells fabulous.